My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube channel. They're only 5 minutes long. I get in and out so I don't fall asleep, and neither do you. I've worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've worked about 10,000 cases. So whatever I tell you pretty much is going to be the gospel of what you need to know within 5 minutes. You know, a lot of people owe back tax debt, and they really have no idea what to do. Some of you may have unfiled returns, and you need to know what the process is. So today, if you have unfiled returns and you know you have back tax debt, what can you expect? Well, this is the way the system works. The first thing you have to do is you've got to file your back tax returns. If you're a W-2 wage earner, we can get, or someone can get, the tax transcripts for wages and 1099s and prepare your returns based on the income records that IRS has. Or if you are self-employed, you don't have records, we can reconstruct tax returns. That's easy for us to do. Takes a little bit of work, but we can, since work for IRS, we know the methods and the methodology to prepare your back tax return. So next is kind of the settlement phase of that. A lot of people are afraid to file, but you really don't need to be. IRS, believe it or not, just wants you back in the system. After years of not filing, IRS will be more than happy just to get you back in the system. So take this fear that you got, kind of get rid of it, because when you hire a professional or someone who knows what they're doing, or former agents, or whoever you want to hire, they can just take all the angst and the worry, get the returns filed, and just move on. So what happens after you file the return? Well, after you file the return, IRS is going to create an assessment against you and start sending the bills out. They send you CP 2000, 501, CP 503, CP 504, 1058, and anywhere during this letter process, what happens is you call IRS. IRS is going to want, or you have your professional do it. We do this every day, and they're going to want a current financial statement on you. Very simple. It's a 2-page 433F form. Once you send that up and you document that form, like bank statements and pay stubs and all that stuff, IRS is going to go ahead and offer you what they say is how they want to close the case. We help you through that, so if you use us. So whoever you're going to use is going to take that financial statement, verify it, and they're going to tell you IRS is going to go ahead and put you in one of 3 closing categories. Either you're in a hardship, currently non-collectible, you can make a payment, or you can settle your debt for pennies on a dollar. But before you settle your debt for pennies on a dollar, there's a very specific formula. I'm not going to explain that formula in the video, but IRS is going to want a detailed financial statement to make sure you have no money to go ahead and pay the tax. If you have $100,000 worth of assets, IRS is not going to settle for any less than 100. So you've got to know the formula. IRS has on their site a PreQualifier tool. So what is the process of working this all out if you haven't filed? Is you get your tax returns prepared. IRS, by the way, only wants the last 6. They have a policy statement, 5-133. If you haven't filed in 50, 40, 30, the most you have to file is 5 years. It's easy to reconstruct records or get your W-2s and 1099s, and once you complete that and send those returns into the IRS, IRS will then ask, okay, how do you want to go ahead and resolve this? And like I said, your case is either going to wind up in currently non-collectible, payment agreement, or offer and compromise. There's a very seamless and easy process. Don't get all caught up with the angst of it. People get so worried, and you're not going to go to jail for this either. It's just a civil case. Unless you're money laundering and you're dealing with millions of dollars, it's not really a big deal. Like I said, IRS wants once you win the subscription into their system. So you can call us for a free consultation. I'm happy to talk to you about it. We do representation. We can file the returns and settle your case all at the same time. And if you found this video helpful, would you leave me a subscription? Apparently YouTube thinks subscriptions are the way to go and they evaluate us. So if you could give me a subscription, that'd be fine, or a like. Leave a comment, and if you say, hey Michael, talk to us about this, I'm really happy to go ahead and do that. So most of my YouTubes, because of comments that you all make. Like I said, that subscription's helpful. And if you haven't filed, don't worry. There's a very simple way to get back in the system worry-free. Thank you.